story of a Spanish chicken farmer called Juan Pujol. So it's 1941, start of World War I, and he's essentially a failure his entire life. So he's been a chicken farmer, a manager of a one-star hotel before bankruptcy. And he's after a new job with a tremendous CV. So he's walking along the streets of Madrid, takes a right, goes into the British embassy and says, I want a job at MI5 to help out and spy on the Nazis. And MI5 or the embassy sort of say, okay, how about you put that in writing and we'll come back to you, which is the British way of saying, get the fuck out. So he leaves the building, comes back, walks across, goes into the embassy, says, I want a job with MI5. They ask him to leave, tries again, keeps coming back. Fourth time, he's walking along and he decides, he walks up the steps, but this time he goes into the German embassy and he goes, I hate the Brits. I want a job for the Nazis to spy on Britain. And the Nazis are eyeing him up and he talks about his love for the Führer, the love for the Third Reich and how much he hates his new inspired hatred for Great Britain. And the Nazis end up training him up, giving him little tasks, and he keeps proving himself, learns how invisible ink works, ends up recruiting multiple agents inside of Great Britain. So he builds his way up, and then he walks back the street of Madrid, goes to the British embassy and says, I now want a job at MI5 because I'm one of the most valuable spies for the Nazis. So he got rejected, and was like, okay, I'll take matters into my own hands. So he then becomes the most valuable spy for Britain during World War II. He builds up a network of 27 sub-agents inside of Britain that the Nazis believe are true, but it's all his own imagination. All these different agents that he would create stories from that they were doing. So much so, when he arrived, the MI5 called him Garbo, because Garbo at the time was the most famous actress in the world. So Juan Pujol, the Spanish chicken farmer, the most important moment in World War II was D-Day. So as D-Day was happening, Juan gave so much fake information, he convinced them that D-Day was going to happen in Calais. So Hitler and Himmler were getting these reports from Juan. They thought the war was going to happen in Calais, so they sent some of their most important armies to Calais.